Good morning, everybody. Oh, everybody's just napping. Daisy, what you doing, baby girl? What are you doing over there? Harry in there. You guys are just soaking up the sun. Hey, Weech.
I was yawning, Mom. Herc's got a little sinus infection.
Spruce Man, last time we saw you, your voice wasn't working right. My voice always works perfect. Let me try. Where my food? Okay, well, it kind of does, doesn't it? Everybody being good this morning? Koopaloop. That's a big fella. Hair Bear, ain't nobody puffed up today. Not a single one. It is beautiful out here. Food. Food. You gonna hold still and let me pet you? Why is that so treacherous for you? I'm angry. What? What? What are you saying? I just want to love him. Are you tooting out your mouth? Are you throwing a party? One of them pity parties? You know, we were talking last night, trying to figure out why you were so angry. And we were sitting on the couch and we had the Bruno man there with us, and I said, you know what it is? He has lived this life before and he thinks he deserves it. I know I deserve it. Well, but you think you deserve it. No, I know I deserve it, and you stole it from me. I had it. You gave it to that dog. Dumb. Just get my food and get out of my face. I love you. We still love you. Everybody loves you. Even your bad attitude. Do you like those scratches? Don't care. Doesn't taste good. He's a little ridiculous, isn't he, Mama? The rest of you know how to accept love, don't you? You don't have so many layers on today.
I know, it's great.
What's going on? Hey guys, welcome to a much warmer Shady Doss Acres.
Much warmer.
It is 53 degrees right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, now there are gusts up to 31 miles an hour. So that is making it feel like about 40, but the high is 65. So if we can get up to that and then we're 10, 15 degrees below that, it's gonna feel like it's 50. I'm doing my math.
I am not following what you're saying at all.
You're following. Either way, this is quite the shift from the below freezing, even below zero temperatures we had last week. If you can tell, most of the snow is gone, at least the stuff that gets the sunshine. So we made it to the other side. By the way, I'm Kyle, this is Shannon, and this is our glorious 20 acres that we call about everything under the sun.
Did you even tell them the name of our channel?
I did. I said Shady Doss Acres. We are Doss Acres. We call this Shady Acres. We used to be K&S Get Out. Everybody calls us whatever they want. I don't really care. But today, we finally, I think the rest of this snow is gonna go. Off into the woods, obviously, where most of the shade resides. That snow is not gone yet, and the back of the property looks that way as well. We already took Broodman out on his trail walk, and it's melted pretty well out there. Only problem is, man, yeah, I know, Hair Bear, it's muddy. But as you guys know, we are preparing our steer pen. We have been preparing. It's been the top priority on our project list. That's a lot of P words. Look at that alliteration. I'm a poet.
But you knew it.
Shannon was giving me a look. But if you can't tell, I did catch a little something. I told you last time my voice, I thought it was something that I froze up out here. I don't know. I think it's converted into a sinus infection. It's all just right in here. It's not in here. No fevers. I should probably not be out in the weather, but don't tell my wife because I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what I did yesterday. So we'll take you up the hill here in a little bit. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and get this tarp down. And I noticed something else. A lot of folks have been asking, is this weather going to help with your insect population? And I did some research on it. For ticks specifically, we told you we've been seeing the deer ticks, especially on Bruno, and they can withstand the cold weather pretty well, and it takes multiple days at about -10 degrees consistently to actually kill off the ticks. So there's a good chance that maybe it got some of them, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. We're just gonna praise our guineas for their jobs that they do and hope that they maintain the tick population for us. In lieu of saying that, however, you guys know me, and if you don't know me, you're kind of new here. I hate wasps. I don't hate many things in life. I'm not a hateful person. I do hate wasps. Hate them. I ask God why in the world we have them, but you know, it is what it is. Look at this guy. Ugh. Didn't even know that was there. That's at least 17 feet across, probably 20 feet deep. I bet 14 million wasps live in that thing. So with the warmer temps coming back around, we are gonna start seeing some of our fly bugs. You know, the ones with wings that fly around. And of those bugs are my least favorite of all, those jerks with the stingers. Did you knock that one down? Did I do that? Did I have my dad do that?
Well, there was one on the ground over here the other day and I stomped on it. So I don't know if...
That counts. You're getting credit for it.
I don't know who knocked it down, but...
I'm trying to assess. I'm trying to remember where all of our big wasp nests are. And even though I know they're not active, the fact that they all know where these stupid things are creeps me out. You need to come down. Little bitty baby one starting over here. Yep, we want to stop you. And I got a couple on the other side. So I want to knock that out before the temperatures go up. I will probably spray some WD-40 in those spots. You guys had told me to do that on the eve of my shed. I don't know, last season or the season before.
Did I hear you say you wanted this down?
When it's not windy and -12 degrees and snowing, you'll hop up there and do it.
I would have done the other one too. It's just that you said you would, so I let you.
And you couldn't reach.
And it is hard for me to reach. That's as far as I can go.
Well, here, trade me for just a second, see if I can get that without moving it. What you got, buddy? Oh!
Don't throw your back out.
I'll throw your back out.
I am glad you're tall.
Me too. I didn't want to move the spool, so I was determined.
Good job.
Yeah, so if we could knock out any of those wasp hotels, there's one big one over there. There's a big one over here, and I know there's another big one over here on the other raptor support that I have.
I'll take care of it for you, honey.
Yes. Hey.
Whoa.
What would you like to do with this? Was it very expensive?
No, it was like $20.
It's going in the trash.
I
There's no way.
What else are we gonna do with it?
We'd have to fold it up, throw it in the hay shed, and hope and pray it lasts a whole nother season.
It has holes in it. It's, yeah.
I mean, it's customized to our goats already.
We just gotta get rid of it. It's fine.
What if we auctioned it off? Would you guys pay for a partially torn up tarp from Dos Acres goats? Don't buy our trash.
I sure hope not.
Don't buy our
trash, guys. It's trash.
Hey, I'll get all their hooves muddy and have them step on it like they're signing it, and we'll even put our signatures on there like they're worth anything.
I think Kyle's cold medicine's starting to get to him a little bit.
Oh yeah. It's been a long week. I'm kind of like the goats. Like when the sun was out this morning, it was beautiful. I'm just in a different mindset, different headspace, not all the layers.
I get that. I totally get that.
And so we're gonna get back on that steer pen.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I made a little progress, believe it or not, yesterday. Just a little bit, kinda. We'll go up and take a look at it.
Okay.
Koopa Loopa. Hi, buddy. You're always smiling, aren't you? You're always smiling. You're a happy goat. You even smile with your eyes. I can see it.
Haircut battles.
Daisy girl, you stand up for yourself pretty well, honey. Don't take it from anybody.
She's getting tougher.
She's still so soft.
I know.
She said she wants to have goatlets someday.
Oh, did she? We'll see if we can make that happen.
Deal. So sexy. How can she turn that down?
I know, it's really hard to turn that down.
I'm gonna start doing that on date night.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
I think that's a great idea.
All right. Coming from Little Mario.
Excuse me, Larry.
Larry, we need to brush you out, buddy.
Yeah, I was just kind of brushing him a little bit, but you know.
These La Manchas, they got that long for multiple coats.
Dad, I don't really understand why Spruce wouldn't want to get stretched. Yep,
Yes, they did. Weege man, this is exactly what we want Spruce to do. Don't you enjoy it? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, you got some tangles in your goatee. There you go. Hiding your face. Look at these adorable freckles. You see the little freckles on his mouth and your nose? Got them up around your eyes too, don't you, buddy? Yeah, there's a good look. Got them in your ears?
Stupid Luigi. Sucker, I'm gonna go eat hay.
Does that feel good? I see that little head turn. Oh, you got something in your mouth? What's in that mouth of yours? I can't see it, but the camera can. Oh, you got your blue ball? You want me to throw it? You want me to throw that ball for you? Is that your curly, playful tail? Oh, you silly mongoose. You silly boy. Mama and her boys being so good over here. Koopa man, Mama girl, little Mario. Everybody looks like they lost about 10 to 15 pounds since the temperature's warmed up. Except maybe you. No, you look a little thinner too. You ain't no puffy, are you? Yeah, I know. Let's get that hay out of there. You kind of look the same. Yeah, you don't puff up, polar bear. I know it. You definitely look like you shrunk down there, Larry Bear. Oh boy. And everybody's 10 pounds came right over here to the Spruce Man. Huh? Well, hey, don't, you just silly. Everybody looks like they shrunk.
I know. They look normal size again.
Musical hay feeders. Solely based on where these two want to be for the most part. So the water bowls finally thawed out yesterday. Yeah. And the hose thawed out enough. So I threw all the ice out of them. Was trying to fill them. And two of them disappeared. And guys, I looked all over the pen yesterday. I went down into Goatville. I had no idea where he drugged these two. Are you ready for me to throw it now, buddy? You were playing keep away a minute ago. And then this morning he delivers them into the hay hut for me and says, hey, here they are. They're empty. Fill them up. Doing my job, Dad. Doing my job. You're too funny. Oh. Take it with you. Yeah, you can bring it with you. Goodness. I know, that jaw strength is ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's my good boy. That's my good boy, Hercules. Yeah. Mom, you've been in with the goats long enough now, and I already had my post-feeding treat. Like, you could come out of there and we could go play.
Okay.
Anytime now. Come shoot. Come shoot. Somebody's excited.
Yeah, he is.
I'm ready. It's a good boy, buddy. Yeah, you know what this is, don't you?
Excited.
So as you guys know, we love our animals. So if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that we lost our Princess Nala. She was our city dog that Shannon and I first got when we were married, and we did not feed her intentionally. I know, it's coming.
That's how excited he
Stay
is.
off. So Nala lived the city life, and when we moved out here, it really showed quite a bit, and she didn't want to get out and about, and we kind of struggled with maintaining her weight, making sure she had good hip and joint management and all that stuff. So with Bruno, our pit bull Catahoula leopard dog mix. When I looked that up, what do you feed these dogs? High protein, high protein, high protein. That helps with all the energy, that helps with his muscle tone, that helps with all the development in his big, very intelligent brain. And so we kind of wanted to step it up a little bit. We wanted to be more mindful of what we were feeding him because we expect a lot of him throughout the day. He's doing pretty much everything out here with us. And Hercules is a little different story. We'll talk about that later. Maeve sent over raw food, human grade raw food for dogs, and we were very excited to try it. We've got USDA beef, potato, green beans, zucchini, blueberries, USDA beef liver, kale, peanut butter, flaxseed oil, fish oil, supplement blend, and mineral blend. This one specifically supplemented for skin and coat with fish oil. And that's it. If I pick up my bag of kibble, I have no idea. So we're trying this out. Every dog is a little different as to how you introduce a new food. Him, Bruno, he's a year and a month old, and so he's still kind of in that developmental stage, and he went to it very quickly. And I mean very quickly. The green beans kind of threw him off at first because he was like, are these veggies? And then immediately he is devouring everything in this bowl, and he loves it, and he is impatiently waiting for it. But one of the other things that Shannon and I absolutely love about it, because we're always on the go, we're taking care of all the animals, we just get this bag out, scoop out the proper amount for him, you wait 10 minutes, and then it's ready to go. That's perfect. And it's shipped right here to us. So we feel that this is going to be a great addition to Bruno's upbringing. They've got some great treats, they've got supplement bars, and for him specifically, I just want to make sure that he's gonna get that little stacked pit bull look and know that he is as healthy as he can be because of his diet. We don't give him people food. This, although, is people food. It's the same things we can eat. I've been tempted to do it a few times because I'm hungry and I get it out. I'm like, that's steak. Ooh, zucchini. Love that. I might try it one day. We were very excited that Bruno took to changing his food very easily. And we did it according to the recommendations. It's on the back of the bag. So if you guys are looking to do something like this, you just follow that. And of course, if you know your dog, Hercules being one that has a very sensitive stomach. He just gets in his routines. He eats to stay alive and keep working. And so we're going to have to ease him into it a little bit more. Bruno, he's ready to go. He loves it. We love it. It makes us feel so much better knowing what we're giving him and knowing that it is fueling him for everything he does out here at Doss Acres. So check the link below down in the description. Get your phone out, take a picture of this QR code right here. That'll take you right to their website if you guys are interested in doing this for your dog. But we have been very, very pleased with the results thus far. And here before too long, we'll give you a nice little update on the things that we've noticed about him. So look forward for that. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And I feel like this, with our research, we've researched quite a bit. This is kind of the easiest and most straightforward. I can read all the ingredients and by golly, I can look at it and tell you they're not kidding. So thank you, May, for sending this over. Guys, if you want to know any more about it, click that link below. Go check it out on the site. And we do have a little discount code for you. So if you follow that link, put this discount code in, and you'll help support the channel a little bit. And hopefully you can bring a better lifestyle, better food product to your dogs, knowing what they're eating and knowing how much it's helping. And guys, Bruno, by nature, when we put his other food down, before we moved to this raw dog food from Maeve, he did not immediately go to his food. And sometimes he would nibble just a little, walk away, go back to it later. He don't leave this stuff until his bowl looks like this. That's a good boy, Bruno, man. That's a good boy. I can see your muscles growing. Oh, look how pretty you are. Put her there. You shake left. That's a good shake left. Good boy, yes, sir.
And I don't know if you guys can hear it, if the mics are gonna pick it up. The highway is really loud today because we've lost the snow and the direction the wind's coming. Yeah, it just makes it louder. But we've got a ton of birds, just wild birds up in our trees, just singing. They're as happy as we are.
It's spring. It's so nice to hear.
I know, that's why I was thinking about knocking out the wasp hotels.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I am very happy to report though that the cats have been much more active. They were just waiting for the deep snow to go away. Mr. Miyagi obviously did come out a lot earlier than Kit, but Kit has really started perching up on top of the straw there. And when we come home, like we'll see two heads up over the straw. I came home from church yesterday and I said, hey babe, look, and Kit's sitting there looking, and then you see Mr. Miyagi's eyes come up over. And so they got a good vantage point there. But that being said, the birds, they're taking back over their run. They're not being malicious about it. they're just stinky and they're just everywhere
And
they're
loud and
loud.
annoying.
And so the cats are really not going over there all that much anymore. Mr. Miyagi did last night. So I brought his food over there and we hung out for a little bit. I don't know, so that's on the agenda. We've got to figure out maybe relocating them to their own dedicated cat place.
Yep.
Kind of thinking about Bruno proofing it a little bit.
Which, by the way, if you guys didn't watch all the way to the end of our last video, you would have seen that we found both Kit and Mr. Miyagi.
Yep.
We put it in that video, but you had to watch to the end to see it all.
Yeah, it was all the way at the very end. And we did take food over to them, took water. They both ate really well, got good drinks, and they stayed right there in the straw again that night even.
Yeah.
But they were both in there.
Yep.
Very happy. But you guys remember, see this brush pile here? Remember I built another one right over here whenever Shannon and I finished, for the most part, clearing the back side of the steer pen. But this one disappeared yesterday.
I know, I didn't even get to see it burn or anything.
Well, I can't say that I was feeling the greatest physically and, you know, my sinuses and all that stuff. And so we opted not to go over to Mom and Dad's. I didn't want to take anything over there and get them sick. And so my wonderful wife went to the laundromat. Dun, dun, dun.
It was a lot of fun.
Fortunately in town, we do have one pretty nice laundromat and they've got good equipment and stuff. So Shannon went and did laundry and we had, I mean, the snow was like actively melting. I had standing water here. I had snow all on the back side of this pile. So it was a little bit of a challenge to get this thing going, but I thought, you know what? I don't need to carry anything over to the pile. Everything's ready to go. And the winds were a little high. They weren't 31-mile-an-hour gusts like they are today, but I would not have done that had there not been soaking wet ground all around. And honestly, the wind helped it. Once I got it a little bit started, then it just pushed it on through. And I wanted to do that before we could make more progress on the pin, because we are gonna have a line or lines right here going this direction. And for how hot this fire got, I didn't want to burn up those lines. So I wanted to do this before we did that. Now it's time to go back to this, because I am not lighting that big guy on fire today with 31-mile-an-hour winds. It is wet enough, it would be safe, but not, I don't want to hurt any of my good trees out around it. And I don't have a need, it's not in the way of the pin. Down for that?
Of course.
You know what that means? I have to officially decide how much space I want between the electrical lines.
Yes, you do. I've asked you about 5 times now because I offered to help put the little insulators in.
I know, and I've given you 5 different answers, and 2 of the times they were the same. So
Yeah,
I
which
should probably
was,
stick.
I don't know.
I have an idea. No, but I did communicate with Chad yesterday. He's got the solar charger that we're going to use for this because I don't have power over here. So I'm going to run out there tomorrow, get that solar charger. But today, I'm going to see if I can fire up his auger. Make sure it's running, put the right auger on it, and try to drill through the ground.
Well, I mean, the ground is warming up. It's nice and wet from all the snow melting, so maybe it'll make it a little bit easier.
It'll be very messy, but I do think now's the time. I think it'll be a little bit easier. I really want to bury these a couple of feet if I can. I'd like to get like maybe 8-foot posts and bury 2 feet of it.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck. Whoops.
You are so funny.
Just got a random zoomie.
These are some pretty good holes. Did you dig these holes? They look pretty perfect. Did you do that? It was all you, wasn't it? No. So Kyle's been out here all afternoon working on the steer pen. He's got some holes dug. He installed the insulators. And I think he's got a couple more holes to dig for the other gate. So we're gonna go check on him and see how he's doing. How's it going?
It's good. No, it's
Not very convincing.
I am so thankful that we had all the snow. Now that it's gone, I can say that. I mean, we enjoyed it, right?
A little bit.
But it made the ground so wet that yes, it still stinks to run that auger out here because so many rocks came up out of the ground.
You have a bee by you.
Oh yeah, the fly bugs are out, but I don't have a jacket on. I'm so comfortable in a t-shirt. This is super exciting. I can feel spring coming.
Well, your other holes look perfectly dug.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm hoping this is still, it's not gonna be quite as wet. I did that before I ran and did all the insulators, the other 2 on each of the trees. So, time for a secondary gate. We're just gonna Now the bee's with you. So what I did down there was I marked where one of the posts was gonna go, because if you don't know this, and I didn't know this until I hung, I think 3 gates, and then somebody out there, you guys told me, when you buy a 10-foot gate, these are 10-foot gates, you space your posts 10 feet apart, and that allows for the hardware and the gapping and everything. So I've now learned, when I do my holes, I want to try to get the inside going toward the other post. I want to get my 10 feet right there. Hi, buddy. And Bruno's going to help me. So we're just going to measure here. And now that I have an extra set of hands, you're going to help me hold it where about the post would be.
Okay.
We're just eyeballing the angle here. That looks perfect. People who can't see, trust me, perfect. The problem is, the moment I start running the auger, I lose my paint. So then I just got to keep my eyes about where it needs to be, and if a rock pushes me off, I got to try to sway it the other way.
That makes sense.
I've already got bruises on my quad and my forearm's a little burnt out, but that's what fence building is about.
Whatever you say, babe.
It's been a workout. It's been a good workout. I'm just thankful for the weather for it.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we were starting with right there.
Bruno, you gonna help?
Keep digging.
That thing just beats you up. That left arm's getting a workout, isn't it?
Both of them. This one keeps it from hitting the left leg too hard. And this leg right here is going to have...
You have a bruise.
Yeah, multiple, yeah. Well, this definitely works up here at the higher elevation like we mentioned. Once you're up here, all the topsoil and everything runs down. All the rock and everything, it's just right here. And if you guys have ever seen people run those, either on social media or in real life, especially in places like Kansas that are just dirt, those things just do a beautiful job and spit all the dirt up in a nice little ring around it. All that's doing is exactly what I would be doing with a rock bar. It just spins until it breaks 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rocks loose, and then just kind of juggles them and doesn't go down any further until you clean them out.
Kyle's been working on this one hole for over 10 minutes now. Just to give you an idea as to how rough it is and having to, well, you saw how much he's having to go back and forth between his different tools, but it's tough out here.
It's my gym. And you dig it once, do it right, don't do it again. That last one was a good chunk of 5 or 6 medium-sized rocks that came up, so I'm hoping we're getting there. What I don't like to do, if I just let that thing rattle around in that hole, it's just gonna keep getting wider and wider rather than deep. So I'm trying to pay attention when I'm making penetration downward instead of just letting it,
Yeah.
you know, that's a lot of concrete if you get to that big of a hole. But I kind of have my, like this rock right here, that's an edge I'm trying to keep. And then over here, I don't know. This stuff seems almost like clay. And I don't know if it is partially clay or if it's just that it's that wet. Because when I dug out that stuff down there and now it's had most of the day to dry, it don't look like clay anymore.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong though.
Okay.
I'm not the best clay identifier.
Either way, it's not easy to dig holes in.
Yeah, I would love to dig in just clay, but not the rock.
Are you there?
So we're at least 18, which is about where I ended up on the other two. I was hoping for 2.
It's really close to 2, babe.
It is.
18 is below surface level.
Well, and I can feel I'm hitting more of this big, whatever these guys are. So I don't know if I'm getting to another layer of sediment or what, but this will hold. The important thing now, yes, I sprayed off both posts and where they're gonna go and measured and everything, but I know when I first started, remember we had that real big rock I had to get with the rock pick, and I think my hole came this way just a bit. So let's see if that marker is still applicable, but this is where we get to adjust and make sure we still got our 10 feet between about right here-ish. We're at 10'7" where I need to be 10 foot based on this marking. So I'll X this one out, draw a new circle over here, wait for my thumb to repair and my quad, and then I'll dig this one.
You wanna walk around and show me your insulators?
Yeah, there are a lot of different breeds of cattle out there. And I think because it's just the 2 of us, I mean, we are gonna share when we do go to process. We've got friends that are already throwing their name out there and everything. And it's great, I'm down. But we don't really have a need to grow out like a 1,300 pound, 1,400 pound big old Angus.
Yeah.
So both of these guys, one's a Dexter Longhorn, that's Mr. Beans, and then one is a Dexter Black Angus, Aberdeen. But the Dexter should keep them down in size a bit. So I did look specifically for Dexters, just kind of the recommendation for height in the line. And a lot of them say you could run only 2 lines. I'm going ahead and doing a 3rd to kind of help discourage Bruno from trying to jump in there with him, coyotes, whatever else. Or Beans may have mad hops, I don't know. We don't want that. So I think I've hit every tree. I know I did. And then by using the gate posts that we're gonna have down there and right here, that will help fill some of this gap. But I do want to get some measurements. That'll be the next step, is get some measurements to see where we need to do the pigtail supports or if I need to drive a T-post between trees. It's all pretty good once you get over here, but this side especially, that's my real long run with very few stops in between. I think we're gonna be trying to put some of them pigtails in just to help keep up the tension. Yeah. I tell you what though, it was kind of nice to let the snow cover it all up right after we got done clearing it. And then it was like a nice little Christmas present this morning when I came up here. It was all melting. I do want to bring the rake and the bucket on the tractor, do a little bit more pushing and clearing out, especially over there. But you can see right there is where we enter the woods, what used to be the woods.
Right there.
And then we got our rude hickory trees that like to poke you in the eyes and take your hat. I think that's a little white oak right there. Yeah.
Are you gonna name all the trees to me?
Yeah, that's Filbert. This is Charlie. Charlie Hickory. He's related to that hickory over there. I think they're cousins, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They grew up as saplings together. I think they went to kindergarten, but then they split off at elementary school.
Oh my gosh.
I've been out here too long today. So
How much cold medicine have you taken today?
Not enough. I need to take some more actually. So that guy goes to this guy. We may have to put a pigtail here, there to there to there to there. I think those are all pretty tight, close and good. But I mean, this was all that thick stuff right here. We couldn't even walk through this.
No, not at all.
I do want to try to hit this with my brush cutter.
Okay.
This stuff over here, I know we took all that stuff over there and burned it.
Yeah.
But I got another big brush pile and I finally got the one burnt down. I think I'm just gonna take the bucket and push this stuff out into the woods, match all that stuff out there, you know.
Okay.
Nice and natural, because there's a lot right here. And some of these trees here, between the two, the bottom line is gonna be touching stuff. And I think that'll just be an easy push with the tractor.
Whatever's easiest.
Good with that?
Yep.
It juts back over here. I'm kind of hoping that the steers over time will help us by mushing all this down into the ground and turn it into dirt and help it decompose and stuff.
I'm sure they will.
Okay,
Sure of it.
we'll make sure they know.
Okay, I'll have a conversation with them.
So yeah, this corner, I don't think we're gonna need much tensile strength between trees until we get out here into the open again.
I agree with that.
Watch your step, there's a stump. So from here to there, I think we'll definitely need one in the middle just because it dips down. And so that'll help keep the distance off the ground from
Okay.
having too big a gap underneath it.
Well, I think you made some really good progress today. Good job.
I think so too, and I feel like it's been so long overdue because we were basically taken out of commission for a week.
Yep, a full week.
Because today was the day a week ago that we were scrambling, getting hay and firewood to mom and dad, and we were getting ourselves prepped, and then Tuesday it all began.
Yeah.
And everything stopped.
Yeah.
So it was nice. We're happy. The cats are happy the snow's gone. The birds are super happy. They've
So
been
much
traveling
nicer.
much further than they have in the past week. And the Bruno man, I'm sure. And I know the goatees, Herc. Everybody's just happy Doss Acres out here.
Yeah.
We had a good snow. It was all right.
It just lasted a week. I don't want another week-long snow. I like the 1 or 2 day snows, not the week-long snows.
Yeah, it was like a reverse vacation. Like you had to stay in place and the cruddy weather came to you, but you didn't get to do anything fun in it because it was like 12 below zero.
It wasn't like going to Colorado.
Yeah, that's all right. But it feels good. It feels good to be in t-shirts, not have my 50 pounds of gear to stay warm. Let me see if I can get motivated to do that other post hole over there. Well guys, we love and appreciate you. We're looking forward to getting these steers here as soon as we can. We just got a little further to go. And we appreciate your support and coming along on this crazy journey with us. And as always guys, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
You saved the day, and I look fabulous. Did
What
you
are you
catch the
chasing?
bunny? I saw a bunny tail. How do you have the energy to go full speed like that and cover that much land? The little tail wag.
It's like his reserves. He doesn't have the energy.
Don't even ask. I could do this all night and day.
Bruno, did you get him?
No. Rabbits are fast, Mom.